What if the apocalypse wasn't dark and miserable? What if it was neon, synthy, and happening in an empty mall? What if the last two girls on Earth were sisters with attitudes and access to guns?
Welcome to the Root Cult.
Today's review is 1984's sci-fi horror, Night of the Comet. This movie doesn't just survive the 80s, it glows in it. Here's what happens. A comet passes through Earth for the first time in 65 million years, and everyone goes outside to watch it. It's romantic, historic, glowy, and then red dust. Most of humanity literally disintegrates into glowing piles on the sidewalk. Cars are stopped mid-traffic, shopping carts abandoned, dust where people used to be. And the wild part is, it's not filmed dark and depressing. It's bright Cali sunshine. The world ended. But here's where it gets interesting. Not everyone turned to dust. Some people were partially shielded inside steel buildings, projection booths, stockrooms. And instead of disintegrating, they're slowly deteriorating. Radiation poisoning, skin breaking down, paranoia, mental unraveling. If you're thinking zombie, they're not traditional zombies. They're decaying. The longer they're exposed, the worse it gets. More unstable, more violent, more desperate. So the world isn't just empty, it's unpredictable. You don't know if someone you met is fine or 5 hours away from going feral. That slow burn decay adds this uneasy layer to all the neon fun. Let's talk about the sisters. Reggie and Sam are the reason this movie works. They're not written like helpless horror victims. They bicker, they tease each other, they feel like actual sisters. When they realize everyone is gone, they don't hysterically scream. They process. There's this quiet moment where it really hits them that they might be alone. And then they go get guns. That's the tone. Emotion, then action. They're scared, but they adapt. They aren't waiting to be rescued. They're figuring it out. And honestly, that energy feels surprisingly ahead of its time for 1984. Let's talk about the mall scene, because this is where the movie becomes cult legend. Sisters decide if the world's ending, we're going shopping, because obviously. We get a full montage. They try on clothes, they blast music, they dance, they reclaim space. It's not shallow, it's defiant. They're refusing to let the apocalypse strip them of joy. But then the gang shows up. A group of stock boys who survived but are slowly decaying, armed, aggressive, and already half gone. And suddenly the tone shifts. The mall goes from fantasy playground to survival arena. There's tension on the escalator, gunfire, actual danger. These guys decide they own the mall and everything in it, including the girls. They even kill one of their own guys when Reggie takes him hostage. The girls fight back, but they're outnumbered. And that's when the scientists show up. They tranquilize the gang and extract the girls. This feels like a rescue, but it's not safety, because the scientist bunker is not salvation. It's cold, clinical control. They see the sisters less as people and more as genetic resources. Upstairs is color and chaos, and downstairs is gray walls and moral compromise. And honestly, the scientists might be scarier than the zombies, because they believe they're justified. We love this movie because it inspired many later female-led genre films. It's campy, yes, but it's also sincere. It balances apocalypse, sisterhood, synth freedom, and actual danger, without ever becoming cynical. It feels like a time capsule and a comfort movie, which is rare for an apocalypse film. Final verdict? Let's quantify the chaos. Gore score, 6 out of 10. Dust, disintegration, some zombie kills, a few shootouts, present, but not overwhelming. Camp factor, 9 out of 10. Neon, malls, synth soundtrack, sarcastic apocalypse queens. This movie lives in its aesthetic. Creature design, 7 out of 10. Sun-dried radiation zombies. Simple, but memorable. And the red dust concept, iconic. Plot, 7 out of 10. Straightforward. Comet apocalypse with a bunker twist. Not complex, but cohesive and tonally confident. Rewatchability? Yes, absolutely. This is comfort cult cinema. Put this on for the vibe. The sisters, the mall energy. Follow for more if you love your apocalypse neon and slightly unhinged. And tell me, are you surviving this comet, or are you red dust in the parking lot? Okay, bye.